G'day, Business by Kiz here, and today we are talking about marketing, specifically what you need to do in 2025 to market your small business. Now, I know, I know if you're watching this and you're a small business, you probably just want to focus on what you're doing. Whether you are coaching people, rehabbing people, whether you are baking bread, whether you are organizing flower arrangements, organizing weddings, you just want to do your craft. Unfortunately, as my mentor Chris Cooper says, that if you have a company, you have a media company, and that is more true than ever. With the creator economy just getting started, people are spending more time, right? More time on their phones, more time looking at their devices, and they want to trust who they're buying for. So today I'm going buying from. So today I'm going to go over exactly what you need to do to market your small business. And when I started doing this, not only did I grow both my gyms to just amazing, profitable months that impacted so many clients and helped so many staff, grow their careers. I'm also using the same tactics right now to build out my private coaching. And I've also used the same tactics within my corporate career to build out my mentoring gig with a massive company. Because digital currency matters and how you show up and you earn trust with people. I'm gonna go over that. Now you need to know that your job isn't just to deliver, a great product or service anymore. It's to make sure the right people see it and they trust you and they can feel confident choosing you so you can help them. Now, most small businesses overcomplicate marketing. They think they need complex funnels, a huge audience. They think they need a huge audience. I thought that I need tens of thousands of followers. And I can tell you from someone who's made $1 million a year in revenue from my gyms, I did it with a very, very, very small digital audience. So let's get straight into it. Let's go over the 7-11-4 rule. Now, I want you to think about your interactions out in the real world. Now, this rule is coined by Daniel someone. If you type in Daniel 7-11-4 rule, it will come up on Google. Much smarter than me. He did a really good podcast with the Diary of the CEO in January. Go watch that. He could say this better than me. I'm regurgitating and using his amazing methods. Okay, so the 7-11-4 rule. I want you to think about being out in the real world and connecting with people. You wouldn't just, trust someone after just meeting them and talking to them for 5 minutes, right? No, science shows, the data shows that you actually, in order to really trust someone, especially to, go out of your way to engage with them, you need to have connected with them for 7 hours, had 11 different touch points in different ways across 4 different locations. So think about the real world, right? So you might have been standing in the same circle, talking to them, listening to them at a party, maybe down at the coffee shop. You might have seen like a touch point on Strava. They might have commented on something on Facebook. You might have said, hey, when you're walking down the street or one time. You might have seen them, 4 different places. And after all this together, you start to trust them. And if you were, at a business conference on the other side of the country and you saw them there, it's that amount of interaction where you would be like, hey, that's Kiers, let's go say hi. Now, I want you to think about that online, right? In the same way that you can't just pitch to someone who met you for 5 minutes, like, hey, join my service, and you just met them down the street. You can't expect people to want to buy from you just from seeing one post, right? They need to be able to binge on your content. They need to have watched 7 hours of your stuff. So if you think about how Instagram works, the 60-second videos, this is why YouTube and podcasts are so important in this age, right? They need to have communicated with you in 11 different touch points, right? So that could be DMs, emails, that could be likes, yeah, them liking your stuff, you liking their stuff, reaction to stories, DMs, emails, 11 different touch points. So that's the key. If you try to get them onto a sales call and they say no, look at that as just one of the touch points in the chain of 11. Don't look at it as a fail. And they need to have seen you across 4 different locations. Okay, so Instagram, LinkedIn, website, email list, Facebook, etc. Now, it doesn't matter if it's a $50 gym membership or a $2,000 one-on-one high ticket offer. People want to trust who they're buying from. So how to apply it to your business. You got to post daily. That's number one. This is the easiest thing small business owners can do. It doesn't need to be, 100 million view worth. It just needs to be consistent. So people in their busy lives see you. Yeah, so you're constantly just giving a little bit of your service, your personal brand, your ethos, what you value as a person, what you value in your specific field, right? You need to start conversations with people as well. Don't be afraid. Yeah, talk to people. More conversations equals more conversions. And show up in multiple places: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, podcast, LinkedIn. Yeah. And then also you got to give value freely. So when they need help, you're the first person they think about. So let's go through it, right? So let's talk about number one, general posting, your trust building funnel. So this is your organic marketing foundation. This is the long game of stacking proof, demonstrating authority, and staying top of mind. Yeah. So if someone lands on your page today, will they instantly know you're the person to help them? Did your content show that? Can they get a screenshot? If they looked at your tiles, could they see who you help and how you help? Could they see themselves in your... I want you to ask yourself these questions. Now, let's get straight into this. And by the way, if you want, even to get more specific, just message me, email me, send me a DM, ask for scripts, templates, or join the group that I'm doing at some point. But for now, let me give you the guide. Okay, so the minimum posting strategy. Yes, I want you to start with 1 to 2 organic posts per day on your main platforms. And this includes your personal. So if you got a personal Facebook account with 1,500 friends and you have a business account with 2,000 followers, you need to be posting on each of those per day, right? So an even mix of client results, testimonials, education and entertaining content, and then content that moves them to other channels. And then I also need to put here that that's just posts. So stories as well. Yeah. 4 to 6 stories per day. So when people are scrolling through, they're just constantly getting reminded. Yeah. Getting reminded of you, getting reminded of the value of the people you help, of the results you've got. Because remember, especially if someone's just jumped on your page, they haven't gotten to the 7 hours of, not really interactions, the right word, 7 hours of consumption. Let's put that. Yeah, they haven't really watched you for 7 hours. So you need to give them time to do that, and you need to provide content for them to do that. Cool? So the goal, every post should add another piece of evidence that you are the solution to their problem. Every day you're just reinforcing trust from a different angle. Yeah? Educational content, how to, so let's say you're a wedding company, wedding venue company, you could be doing tips and tricks on where to get the perfect dress from, how to organize your flowers, right? And then you could also be supersetting that with photos of your venue, great photos of people who have come, and then each week you could follow a nice little sequence. And in your stories, you could provide ways for them to contact you. So this comes down to here, lead generating activities, direct engagement, and nurturing. So this is where most businesses drop the ball. They do the content, but they don't go into this, right? So let me give you a quick example before we go into the list of that same one we were just talking about, a wedding venue company. What they could do is 1 week they could create a list of their top vendors, maybe even with a 5% discount, right? For flowers, dress, shoes, whatever weddings need, and then put it in their stories on their post. Hey, I've got this list of the top 10 people that you should use for your wedding. DM me list and I'll send it to you. And whether they're going to use you for their wedding or they're just browsing, you are forming a connection with them. You're making their life a little bit easier by sending that list and a discount to it too. And you can get creative with this. Every week you can come up with something different because you're just trying to build relationship, build trust, right? 11 touch points, 11. Now, here's a little checklist for you, right? So let's go through it. Again, if you need specifics, you can DM me and I can go through it with you. But number one, yeah, you need to, did I turn this on? Yeah, I did. Number one, you need to DM all new followers within 24 hours. Okay, so just a simple, hey, thanks for following. Are you here for the content or to solve their problem? Yeah. Another one is to contact 5 past clients personally per week. Reconnect, check in. It doesn't have to be a sales. Remember, you're just trying to get back into the interaction. Hey, kids, how's it going? How's your training been? How's your life been? How's your wife been? Just relationship building. And I know it's a lot, but when you're a business owner that needs money, you're going to be thankful you did this work. Okay, so yes, I know it's a lot of work, but fucking do it. Okay, another one. Contact 5 failed leads per week. Perhaps they weren't ready back then, but if they haven't purchased from you, chances are they haven't purchased from anybody, right? So they haven't actually fixed their problem. Do you want to stay top of mind? So just ask them how they're going. It's okay if they ghost you. People get ghosted all the time. Just try again. Engage daily on social media. Comment on posts. Reply to stories. Be involved. Ask 5 current clients per week if they have a friend who would benefit from your service. Yep. Again, no pressure. You're just talking to people, building relationships. Create one or repurpose one lead magnet per week. That was the freebie we were talking about, the value. And shove it in your stories, shove it in your posts, shove it in your emails. Just so people can interact with you. And look, if you've given them 5 free things like that, when they're ready, they will talk to you. Yeah, because you've earned their trust. Promote your lead magnet and community every week. So you want to get people into your email, school, group, or Facebook group. You should be tracking all these conversations as well, by the way. Tracking how many posts, tracking the engagement conversations, tracking how many people are in your container. I can go into more detail of this in another time, but this is very, very important. This is where you connect with people. This is where you build that relationship even further off the socials. Because social media is just like this TV screen that just goes like that, right? You might see this, you might see that. It's just really, really fast. But email, free community group, free school group is specific. They might get 10 emails a day and they see your name come up and they might open it. That's why you got to keep that consistent too. So you also need to be emailing twice a week. Make an offer, call to action in your story every second day and in every email, right? And I've got a little daily lead flow gen that you can put in your hour of power too if you want to, a lead gen flow. Spend 10 minutes engaging, comment, reply to DMs, interact with people's posts, DM new followers and check messages, start real conversations, don't pitch, and make sure to follow up. If someone hasn't, written back to you, don't pussy out. Just fucking say, hey, did you get my message? You have to remember, guys, that you need money. You need money. You need your business to grow. I help small businesses. That is the people in the 20K per month and under. And if you're 20K per month and under, what's that? Let's say you have a 20% profit margin, 20% of 20,000. Everybody here watching is like, this guy's dumb. What do we got here? You can see the screen here. Okay, so it's $4,000. Yeah, so let's say you're making $4,000 a month. Okay, cool. So it is most certainly not enough money for you, right? Okay, cool. So now let's go to follow up with 1 to 2 leads, checking with people who've engaged before as well, and share your lead magnet or invite to your group. Post or personally invite 1 to 3 people. This is simple but powerful. Most small businesses don't do this consistently, and this is what I want you to do, okay? Let's talk about ads, all right? So accelerating growth, not replacing it. So you need a nice organic foundation. One thing I didn't mention here is website. You need a good website too. Okay, so if you are running ads, I want you to focus on this. Simple lead generation ads. Yeah, lead ads. Get people into your email list, DM sequence or booking page through lead magnets or just through a simple call to action. We are looking for 5 people who want to sit down and do a consult for your, wedding service, floral arrangement, physio practice. Yep. Or you could have a lead magnet. So like in my world, a booty program, and then people see it, want the free program and get into my list, and then I nurture them. All right. So number 2 is to retarget warm audiences. So take your lead list from your CRM, your client relationship management software, and put another ad out to them. It can be a straight up lead one, like a call to action, or it can be another lead magnet, get them back into the circle. Cool. And then also boost high performing content. So run low cost engagement ads to expand reach. So take your best organic content, put a little bit of money behind it weekly as well. So you're getting more eyes on it and more people to connect with. So let's say this, you get your good content out there, people see it, they follow you, and then you talk to them. See it, follow you, talk to them. Rule of thumb, if you're spending money on ads, make sure your organic marketing follow-up and sales systems are dialed in first. Yeah, ads should pour fuel on a fire and not try to start one from scratch. All right, so keep it simple, stay consistent. Post daily, engage regularly, start 5 to 10 conversations per day, follow up with warm leads or cold leads as well. Promote a lead magnet every single week, a freebie, value. Marketing isn't about finding a magic strategy. It's about doing the simple stuff every single motherfucking day without stopping. Master the marketing basics. All right, so final thoughts. Yeah, here's my final thoughts. Most small business owners fail with marketing because they overthink it and then do nothing, and then they do it randomly without consistency. This strategy removes the guesswork. Post daily to stack proof, engage daily to build relationships, and use ads strategically to speed things up. Okay. Hey, take this, get to work, outwork your problems. See you on the other side.